Well, hey, good afternoon. Welcome back to my gardening show. We're out at Dad's. I've been getting some work done and now focusing on cleaning up the greenhouse and getting it ready for possibly growing something this winter. So I'll show you kind of the state of the greenhouse. So overall, things are in really good shape. The greenhouse is still doing really well. It's 2 years old now. There's a little bit of cleaning I need to do where we got some scum here on the panels. Ideally, if I wanted to really clean this up good, I would loosen up these ribs and take these panels out so I could really get that cleaned. But on the whole, the greenhouse is still pretty clean. None of the panels are discolored. It's still solid as a rock. We've had a lot of straight line winds come through here, and where we've located this has really helped, being kind of tucked away and having a little bit of windbreak from the house and these bushes and stuff that are ahead of it. But a lot of the winds are coming out of the west over here, come through here. So, but it's held up. We've had a couple major storms come through here. No real damage or anything like that. The base is still holding up. You know, these were treated 4x6s, and we had put lag bolts, a whole bunch. I mean, everywhere there was a hole and there was a lot on here, we secured this down really well. So, and again, solid as a rock. The wood's a little weathered. You know, I suppose I could stain that or do something with it, and we may very well do that. There's a few scratches and stuff from the kids, but I mean, all the mechanisms, everything's held up really nice. Nothing's dried out or rotted. We have found that to keep the door secured, it's best to not just latch it, but I would either have to put something in here to clasp this down, or we just simply put a flower pot in front of the door to keep it shut, because sometimes in jostling this can work loose and it comes open. Same with keeping the door open, though there's a little magnet down there at the base. It does help keep it open. We put the flower pot on the other side to keep the door open as well, just so there's no issues. Coming inside here, I tried to sweep this out a little bit. This greenhouse does take on a little bit of water, where, I mean, not this, for the most part, it does pretty well, but you can kind of see where water comes in a little bit on this corner. So to alleviate any pulling, drilled a couple holes in the horse mat here so that water has a place to drain out if it does pool here. I did end up having to pull these mats up a little bit to put some plastic, just so we don't have weeds growing up between the mats, but these have really helped keep the weeds down in here and provide kind of a nice work area. I think the only downside to these mats is that early on, you know, there was definitely kind of a smell, as there was like some off gases coming from them being brand new. Kind of like a rubber smell, but that's pretty much done. I mean, and it's not like we were in here breathing that a whole bunch. I mean, we let this thing air out real well before we started using it, because we set the greenhouse up in winter, and so it had several months to off gas and air out. And even when it got hot, we had these vents that opened up and closed and stuff, so it wasn't really a big deal. As you can see, it is almost 50 degrees in here, and it's about 39 outside, and that's under cloud cover. You know, when the sun is out, it really does retain heat, and this will open up once it hits about 70 degrees. But today I pulled my homemade tables out, blew them off. I tried to sweep up the mess, just kind of clean out the space a little bit. I'll get my tables back in here, and then I've got some grow kits at home that Dad had picked up. I'm trying to think where he got them. He got them on sale or whatever, and we're gonna experiment with them. I've got some worm castings and grow mix that I'll mix together. We'll get things going. Start some lettuce seeds. There's a reservoir that you can fill with water, so wick up, so it keeps it watered. The big challenge is just keeping it warm enough so it doesn't freeze. So we'll have, we do have power. This outdoor receptacle we got hanging here. We'll have to run an extension cord to it where I don't have like power wired out to the greenhouse. We'll swing an outdoor extension cord to power the heater, but we'll be able to hang the heater by one of these latches here, and we should be good to go. I've also got this disconnected. This is the side window louver, and so I've got it disconnected for now, so that even if it does warm up and the beeswax expands or whatever, it's not going to open the side louver. I want to keep that shut over the winter. This is still hooked up, so however, I can back this out, to where there's more room for that cylinder, to expand without it pushing against the mechanism here to open this up. I suppose I could disconnect it if I wanted to, but it's not a real big deal. Though it was kind of interesting, we did have some birds that did get in here at one point. The door was shut, but they were coming in through the this top panel here, or maybe it was a side window louver, who knows? But they were trying to build a nest in here. So I guess one thing, an improvement that maybe Pal-Ram could make on the greenhouse potentially on these vents is if there was a way to have like a screen that would sit between, somehow a screen where, even though this would open, it'd be screened in to where you wouldn't have wildlife getting in, or insects even getting in. We had in this room we had cabbage moths that got in here, trying to lay eggs on the my brassicas, my cabbages, things like that. They were trying to do their thing. So if there was some netting or something, and maybe I'll rig something up homemade with some magnets, or with these clasps, like cut out some netting material and pin it up here on this square, so that even when this is opening the vent, it's not letting stuff in. Same with the side window louver. If there was some mesh or something to where that could open up and close, that potentially would be an improvement on this. But other than that, pretty solid. It serves its purpose. Just wish I could get out here. I am going to try to get out here more to use it, and certainly want to try to use it more this spring as we get things started. So anyway, that's what we're up to. I'm going to finish cleaning this out. I'm going to put the tables in, and then get my grow trays, take them with me and clean them off at home, set up the grow room, and then spend some time planning, figure out what we want to grow this year, that we'll eat, potentially we'll give away and all that. And then once my this planner I got coming in the mail comes, I'll establish kind of when we want to try to get out here to get things planted. So anyway, I guess that's it for now. Until next time, happy gardening. Bye.